stuff kill me trying to be baby fathers and stuff, and it's not even your kid. I need to tell her stay to get her own shit. But meanwhile, her phone keep blowing up. She the one blowing up my phone. I'm like, you never mind y'all. Every time she good, someone was telling me like, she as slow, are you dumb? Like, on a get together. No, okay, like, oh, okay. Well, I told her just got done eating, washing my face, because I asked her how it was work and she ignored my message, and she like admires. In my head I'm like, I want to ask like who you admires with, but in my gut someone was telling me like she admires with this female. Like, hello, are you slow, are you dumb? Like, on a get together. But me being delusional, and I said, okay, I definitely don't care about how your work day was. I mean, I understand you couldn't text a lot because you was around your so-called not female. So I understand, Bookie. I understand for sure. Anyways, she texted me the next day and was like, good morning. I said good evening. By the time she texted me, y'all, like my mood is off. Like, I just know something going on type B. I know this lying to my face. Basically, she lying to both of us. Hello? Like, are you slow? Are you dumb? She lying to both of us. And if you can't see that, you're dumb too. Just saying. No shade. Anyways, she asked me what I was doing. I told her in the shower, and she was like, eating panda. She was like, how's your day? And then she like, I'm at work. Mind y'all, every time she at work, she start texting me a lot. She start calling me a lot. She want to FaceTime and all this bull crap. So I put two together. I'm like, you never want to FaceTime me when it's nighttime or nothing, and you always have an excuse on why you can't FaceTime me at night. Okay, cool. Oh, and while we was on the phone, y'all, I had made a little jokey joke. I'm like, so you can't call me while you roommates with your ex? She like, yeah, I can call you. We sleep in 2 different beds. In my head, I'm like, okay, you're lying. You're lying. Hello, I know you're lying. Anyway, so she told me she at work. She basically called me. Hello. Ring the ding ding. I'm not the one blowing up her phone. She the one blowing up my phone, basically. Trying to call me while she at work. Oh, okay. Anyways, I said, oh, you called me? LOL, not calling back because I don't know what you doing or who you with. And I said, how you read my mind? LOL, because I was finna say, you calling? That's risky. Basically, I was being funny. Like, her calling me was very, very risky because we know how her not girlfriend gets when she talking to other females. Hello. Hello. Anyways, she said, LOL, risky. Is it saying call me girl? So I liked her message and I called her. She had hung up. So basically, while we was on the phone, y'all, like, she kept looking at her phone, not listening to me. And this night, I remember I literally cried to her. I'm like, okay, if you messing with this female, please let me know, because at this point, I have a gut feeling that you messing with this female. And I was crying to her, and she was basically getting mad, like, I'm not talking to this female. Why are you getting mad? Da da da. How I want you to react when I'm crying or whatever, and I'm saying how I feel. I don't need you to react like rah rah rah. I need you to be like, okay, I'm not talking to this female. I need you to show me proof that you're not talking to this female, because whole time I have an intuition like, okay, she messing with this female again, because she not paying attention to me while I'm crying. Literally, I'm literally bawling my eyes out, venting to her and telling her like, this is how I feel. I feel like you still messing with this female. And she lying dead in my face, y'all, while she on FaceTiming with me. She like, no, I'm texting my brother about what happened. Da da da. Okay, whatever. Whatever. We was on the phone for 2 hours, y'all. And then she like, I'm gonna call you back because I gotta eat. Because Fume, whatever, her coworker was in her face and her grill. Okay, why you gotta call me back when you eating? Usually you stay on the phone, but now you gotta call me back. Whole time I'm already know you probably on the phone with your so-called not girlfriend. Hello. She probably blowing your phone down. Because mind you, y'all, she has me on the charger and her phone keep blowing up, blowing up, blowing up, blowing up, blowing up, blowing up, blowing up. And it's like in my gut, it's, I don't know. Y'all, I can't explain it. Like my gut was telling me like, she's still fucking with this female. But in my mind, I'm like, no, she's not fucking with this female. Everything gonna work out. Me and her gonna focus on each other. We gonna work shit out. Like we gonna get back on track. You feel me? So I thought, cause why do you have to call me back when you eating? Usually you stay on the phone. Oh, okay. Anyways, red flag. She told me I'll call after. What you doing now though? Why is you stay? I thought somebody was in your grill and you trying to eat. So why is you still texting me? Okay. Whole time I know you on the phone with the fish. Hello. I told her eating. She said just got done with dinner. And I told her how's work. And basically the bed. I'm like, okay. She talking about this my last person calling after. Cool, bet, whatever. So basically, oh y'all, basically she called me. I didn't answer per usual. Y'all, I kid you not. I'm over here venting. Basically, I was telling her like, you not fully my. I literally said I'm technically a side bitch or whatever you call it. That's how I feel personally, and that's how I felt because what she said, why you feel like a side? And then she said my name. She said we said we was gonna vibe. Who said we was gonna vibe? When we was on FaceTime, did you forget what you said? Hello. This girl literally gets on FaceTime and forget what the hell she be saying. That's why I should have literally screen recorded every time we was on the phone so I can clock that T. Because baby, do you forget what you be saying on the phone? Hello. She talking about see and see where it goes. Next, never thought you was a sign. Honestly, you need to tell her stank ass to get her own being messy. She's talking about, to be honest, you need to tell her to get her own but meanwhile you driving the female's car, you living with the female with roommates and all this activities, not to put your business out there, and then basically y'all was okay, never mind. I can't even speak because I've been homeless before, sleeping in a car, yeah, but basically I found out like they was sleeping in a car together and things like that, and they was homeless or whatever. Cool, don't care. That's what I heard. Don't get mad at me because I'm telling my story. Okay. Anyways, she talking about you need to tell her off, y'all. Hold on. I literally said, girl, no, I'm being serious. I can't do the whole sneaking texting you and sit right with me. You get what I'm saying? I'm in my soft girl era. That's what I told her. I said, I'm in my soft girl. Nobody got time for drama with Miss Nobody. I'm just saying. I said Miss Nobody. She said, I get what you saying, but sneaking, texting you, not what I'm on for real. We said we was gonna vibe out. If you want to be friends, we can, but ain't no drama, shorty, I promise you. That should have let me know right then and there, y'all. Red flag. Hello. Like, this female forgets what she said over the phone. Like, why am I acting like this if you say we not gonna be working things out and things of that sort? Hello. And you say you wasn't messing with the female anymore. So in my head, I'm like, okay, we vibing, we cooling, we gonna work it out again. Boom, y'all. That's why I have a guard up with her, because I know how she move, because she a sneaky one, narcissistic, manipulative. She the type of person, when things don't go her way or whatever, she wouldn't be a narcissist and be like, yeah, I'm gonna myself and not saying This sounds so freaking bad. Basically, she one of them type of people like, yeah, I'm gonna she sweet talk you. You know what I'm saying? She be knowing what she be doing. Hello. She talking about can't accept my son, so at least we tried. Have a good one though, friend. Of course I'm not accepting your son, because that's not really your son. If you finna come in a whole relationship, in a whole new relationship, you not finna be out here seeing your quote unquote baby mama and taking care of your kid like you did in our last relationship, because that's what you want to do. Like what? And that's not even your kid. Not trying to be funny. Anyways, y'all studs kill me trying to be baby fathers and stuff, and it's not even your kid. How about you have a kid actually with that person, like IV and all, baby, and then maybe we can talk about something. Until then, that's not your kid. I'm just saying. No offense, because y'all studs be doing too much. Until you physically go with your partner to get whatever it is, the IV and things of that sort, that's not your kid, baby. And then you over here telling me your ex's business and things of that sort. Yeah, she got pregnant by your dude. We were and da 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 da. But the whole time I thought you don't mess with bi girls, and I never told you that I was bi. I literally lied to you almost the whole relationship and said that I was a lesbian. Knowing dang well, deep down in my soul, I was not a lesbian. Not a lesbian at all. I wouldn't even consider myself. I don't know, y'all. I don't freaking know. I'm all over the place with this story time, y'all. I'm sorry. And because it's true, like, she playing with my emotions, she's playing with my feelings, type B. She like, Shiana, because you making a bigger deal than anything. You expect me to leave my son, the child I had since birth? Can't do it. You had that child since birth. Okay. Ew, you literally, let me shut up. So right back into the story, y'all. So basically she was saying if I can't accept her and her baby, then we can't each other, whatever. So she was like, if you want to talk, just talk, then cool. And then she talking about, if you love me like you say you would, like you say you do, you would accept whatever. Excuse me. Oh my god. She talking about, long as you know I'm. What does that tell y'all? She that we working something out, right? Okay. Then over the phone she said we was gonna work. Like, what is you talking about? Why am I acting like this then? Oh, okay. But you say you didn't say none of that. Okay. Back into the story, y'all. I told her I still can't do it because we know how the baby daddies and the stud, no, I said we know how the stud daddies get. Like, it's just like it's always gonna be feelings for that person you quote unquote had a baby with. I put that in quotation marks because I was trying to be funny, obviously. Hello. Saying I pray it's revealed to me whatever is going on, basically. She talking about, well, you got it, man. This how she talk all the time, y'all, when she get irritated or frustrated with something, whether it's her girl or whatever. Trust me, I know her. Hello. She talking about, well, you got it, man. I said, it's true though. Am I right or am I right? Like, you not even talking. She's talking about, it's not, man. Okay, then explain. She not a big communicator. But what I told her is, in our relationship, I want to communicate without you being frustrated, without you shutting me out, without you doing all the things that you do, because you know what you be doing. And that's why I used to be putting my hands on you. I mean, it's not an excuse, but you know. I said, you're not even talking at all. Like, how am I supposed to communicate or reach your mind? She's talking about, because you just assume, man. If you know, I'd be worried about my baby mama, but not finna stress a man. How, the thing is, how am I assuming if I'm asking you, and then when I'm asking you, you're not fully telling me, like you telling bits and pieces, you know what I'm saying? So how is it assuming? Assuming is like, yeah, you still da da da, but the thing is, it was my gut feeling, my gut telling me this, y'all. Like, I kid you not, it was my gut telling. So how am I assuming if I'm asking you a question and then you keep lying to me? I'm just very confused here. You wasn't reassuring me. You wasn't reassuring me or nothing. Like, what? Come on now. On my face. Anyways, I told her it's never assuming. I'm just saying how I feel. In a real relationship, you say how you feel and the other person say how they feel. And y'all talk about it and see how it can be fixed. Hello. Clock that. Clock that. Because in a real relationship, you talk about how you feel and the other person says how they feel. And y'all come to a mutual agreement of how y'all can fix the situation or why you feeling like that. Like, hey, why are you feeling like this? How can I fix it? Or how can we make it work? Da, da, da.